This is Blackface and it is racist. This crack doll makeup look, if you do it this way, is racist.
Alright guys, Halloween is upon us and you know what that means. There's costumes and trick-or-treating and pumpkin patches and people getting offended by things that they say are racist or appropriated or offensive in some way, shape, or form. And today we're going to be reacting to a costume that has created much debate on the internet. It is cracked doll blackface, maybe? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Yes, spooky season is upon us, and I'm on TikTok all the time during Halloween because I see all these amazing costumes and makeup looks that pop up, and it's the one time of year that people just go really crazy with it. And I found this new costume slash makeup look that is creating quite a bit of controversy. It is called the cracked doll. I'm gonna show you an example. Okay. We know what's going on here already. It took like 2 seconds to figure out why people might be upset by this. Okay, she's painting over it, so I guess that's a positive sign, maybe? Whiteface over blackface. I have a feeling for me this is gonna be okay, and I have a feeling for others it's definitely not going to be. Alright, and we're gonna skip ahead a little bit just to see the final look, which is just this cracked doll face. There you go. Now, if your mind is where my mind is, you know exactly what the controversy is here. She painted her face black before putting the white over it in order to create this cracked doll look, and people are referring to this as blackface. They're saying it's racist in all ways, shapes, and forms when people who are not black paint their face black, even if it means you're just trying to pull off this cracked doll look. Now, this is a method known as underpainting, which you can do with virtually any color that you have in your kit, but she chose to use black because I feel it emphasizes the cracks that would appear on a cracked doll's face. Now, this video went super viral. As of the time of recording this, it has 5.9 million likes, and a lot of people have been recreating this cracked doll look, doing their different iterations of it, but others have been calling it out and saying that this is racist blackface. They're even going further in their accusations, saying that these white people are intentionally taking on this cracked doll look, not as a means of creating a new Halloween costume, but to be able to do blackface in a way that society views as acceptable. No, I am not joking. We all know that white people, or non-black people I should say, all aspire to be able to do blackface at least one time in their life, even if it's just for a few seconds in a TikTok video. Now, there's also another camp of people who are making maybe a more reasonable accusation that these makeup creators are trying to rage bait with blackface or view farm with blackface. People see that they're painting their face black, they think it's something controversial, they click it to view it, and then they figure out that it's just a makeup look. Now, I could see somebody maybe attempting to do that, but I don't think that that's the intention of virtually any of the people that I've seen do this makeup look. But with that being said, let's get into some of the responses.
But a lot of y'all are just doing it to do blackface, and it's so obvious when we see the final result because you're not actually putting any effort into doing the makeup. You're not putting any effort into the final look. The only thing you're putting effort into is the blackface. Like, you're only actually putting effort into making sure that your entire face is filled with black paint. That's all you're doing. And it just feels really like, really? Am I offending people? Did I hurt somebody? I was just trying to do a little makeup look. I just want it to be pretty. But you're not. You don't even look good. It looks like you just know that if you paint your face black and say it's like, you can get the interaction, you can get the engagement without having to have any of the backlash of doing black paint.
This is gonna be awesome, yo.
Guys, I swear everybody is offended by everything these days, and maybe it's just because we have the internet with us now and one person complains and that complaint can go viral and make you feel like it's a little bigger than it actually is, but it's just so wild to see so many people be so sensitive about these things. The threshold for making a response video where you accuse somebody of racism or wanting to do blackface is so low these days that even a pretty good makeup look that has gone viral because it's beautiful is now creating controversy. We need to chill out. I promise, it's not that deep. This is not the KKK trying to launch a campaign to bring back blackface. I think this is just people who thought of a really cool idea to create a cracked doll and they did exactly that and shared it online. Let's watch one more response though.
This is Blackface and it is racist. This crack doll makeup look, if you do it this way, is racist. Watch how Iris does it. and she slayed this look. All you have to do is skip over the part where you stare dead eyes into the camera with an entire blackface. Just skip that part. This was not necessary at all. You could have done half of your face, or you could have just started here and talked about or gotten the point across that you have black underpainting. It is rooted in hateful and painful stereotypes and racism. It is wrong. It should not be done. It should not be used as clickbait, and y'all have got to stop doing it. It's harmful, but go watch Iris do this because she absolutely killed it.
First of all, Iris did kill. She ate that up, but you don't have to skip the part where you do what is required to do the makeup look. It's so funny that we cannot just simply live and exist in the reality of what something is because we're scared people are going to be offended. The reality is you have to paint your entire face black if you want to achieve this makeup look in the way that you're seeing it in these videos. But instead of being able to be forthright with that and put that in your video, you have to skip over the part because you're scared that people are going to be offended and accuse you of putting on a minstrel show? Like, be so for real right now. It's not like halfway through the makeup, they're staring into the camera with their blackface on and going, I don't know, Miss Scarlett. I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. They are literally just showing you what you have to do in order to get the end result. It's actually kind of weird that y'all are making it weird, that you constantly have to associate everything that you can interpret with black people into some sort of racist controversy. But it seems like other makeup creators have sort of caught on to the way that people have been interpreting this trend, and as a means of escaping cancellation, they're also changing the way they've edited these makeup looks. So she did, you know, a quarter of her face, started covering it up, did the other half, and then boom, we skip to the part where it's done, essentially. And in her comments, somebody even put, Girly was not getting canceled, and the artist responded, not on my watch. And I guess I get it. Like, logically, people can figure out that you have to paint your entire face black in order to get to the end result of this makeup. But this sort of tiptoey thing that we do around people's feelings, even when their accusations are incorrect, is insane. If somebody accuses you of something you're not doing, you don't have to change your actions in order to make them feel comfortable with their misguided perception of what's going on. It is their fault for making a false interpretation. It's not something that you have to burden yourself with. But now on the internet and in life in general, we are sort of trying to be 2 steps ahead of people that could be offended by anything it is that we do or we say. And instead of confronting those people and saying, you actually have no power here, we alter ourselves as a means of trying to escape cancellation. Now, of course, this is just a makeup trend. It's something small, but it speaks to a larger reality. And these little seeds that we're catching of this sort of attitude continue to grow, and they grow into a whole world of people acting like this. And it just doesn't make sense to me. You see people attacking others when they've done nothing wrong. You see people apologizing for things when they've done nothing wrong. And then in general, it just creates this whole world where we're constantly dancing around one another in the name of political correctness. And it just feels weird. It feels inconsistent. It feels inauthentic. The people who are editing their videos as a means of escaping the accusation of blackface or racism are not doing so because they actually think it's the right thing to do, or because they think that others who show their full face in black are actually racist. They're doing it because they value safety over authenticity. When a mob comes after you in this way, it's much easier to pander to them than it is to face them. And of course, this is a small example, but it speaks to much larger ones. They're in the wrong, not you. There's nothing you have to do about it. And when we create this culture where we're constantly trying to be 2 steps ahead of the people who are going to be offended by something, they actually end up bulldozing over so much authenticity, so many creative ideas that we could be seeing in the near future. And instead of building a world where we can be authentic and explore new things and create new ideas, we end up just being in the world that they want to live in. And over time, it's cracked doll makeup, it's cultural appropriation, it's the next costume and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And if we keep pandering to them, they create the world that we now live in. This type of is why Aunt Jemima's no longer on the syrup bottle, people. You owe nothing to these people. Who you do owe something to is yourself. Don't you want to live in a world where we can actually be authentic and engage with new ideas without the fear of offending others? In the normal world, this makeup look would have been just something beautiful to talk about and look at, a piece of art that could be celebrated. But now, in this whole trippy political correct world, it's become more about a conversation of controversy than anything that has to do with beauty. These people are woke demigorgons snatching us into the upside down. And luckily I see people coming to the defense of these creators and of these makeup looks because of all the offense that has been thrown out over them. And these are the people that we need. People who are going to stand up and say, hey girl, this makeup look is bomb. You did a good job. Just keep it pushing so that we can let people know that it's okay to do these things. Because when you're in the midst of a mob coming after you and giving you hate comments and calling you racist and accusing you of wanting to do blackface, you can feel so much pressure that you feel the need to apologize or alter your actions. And I just need to tell everybody, wait it out, let it ride, don't apologize, don't change your actions if you feel you've done nothing wrong. Because more often than not, these things blow over because people don't actually believe the things they're saying. They're just shouting out into the void, hoping that they get a response. And even when you apologize or alter your actions, it never changes how they feel about you. It's cemented in stone. They came up with their idea of you the second they saw what you did and interpreted it in the way that they did. We see this happen every single time. The cycle is the same. So pull yourself out of it. Don't let them create a world you don't want to live in. And eat it up with them crackdown makeup looks because they look great. Guys, those are my thoughts on this controversy. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, if you disagree with anything I said in this video, do get out down below, but do so respectfully. We encourage healthy debate on this channel. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I will see you tomorrow. Happy Halloween. Bye, guys.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.